Oh man. Look, look, look. All right, I'll take it. I will take it. Got this stuff's still standing. Look at all that green. I will definitely take that. Definitely take that. That is, man, that's night and day. This we will work on. And I do see where the switchgrass that I put down there is, yeah, at best. I will for sure continue to keep working on that. Man, but in the meantime, again, I halfway don't even know what I'm looking at or looking for, but I can definitely distinguish where I put down that incognito and brought that out a little bit. So I can tell that it, it's kind of, it's a little bit wider, a little thicker here. Man, look at that. That is green. And we are talking, what, 2 weeks and some change? About 3 weeks. I'm gonna say that's probably a radish. Yeah, radish. So this is the side with the rye. So yeah, I guess all that is, that's my cereal rye. Clover and chicory is in here. Man, that is green. So I'm gonna come back over this. Man, now that looking at it, I probably just walk it with my shoulder spreader. I'm almost afraid to even walk through this thing now. Last thing I want to do after the bad luck I had on this side is stunt this stuff. But you know what? I have to spray anyway with the plot doctor, so I probably will just go ahead and spread it with the pull behind. I'm trying to see if there's a lot of seeds still on the ground too. A lot of seeds on the ground. So is that just like, for whatever reason, stuff that didn't germinate? I mean, there's some rye seeds in there. I can tell there's some clover in there. Some radish seeds. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Is that just because they possibly didn't get covered when I came back over and drug it with the harrow? And like this whole area in here is like barren compared to some of the rest of it. But man, I think that's a radish, and if that's a radish, that bad boy is looking good. Yeah, I guess this is all rye that I put down in here. Anybody tell me what these are? These my clovers? Maybe. Clovers. Got some red, some crimson, and some white clover in there. I think the only thing that could make this better would be to get some more rain. That, I think, is weeds. Alright, well. That's buckwheat. That's a pretty big buckwheat plant coming up there. So I think it's safe to say way, 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 way better than it had been. Better than before. So, yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see just how good it gets, and then what kind of traffic it gets me. But I had to stop in and see what it looked like. I hope we get more rain. That's what we really need, rain. This is switchgrass, and I wish it would take off. Probably need to go back and figure something out with that. I wanted all the stuff in here to thicken up, but I'll work on that. Got some time. Barren in here too. Nothing came up in here. So I don't know what that's about, but no real complaints considering what we've got. So, all right, I'm going to cut this one off. There's a lot of seed on the ground. I'm going to cut this one off and head all the way back to, oh man, this is like a desert. There's nothing in here. Some radishes, I think, if that's what those are. No rye. And no rye seeds. I'll hit this with some oats. Maybe the oats will come up, but all right, I'm gonna cut this off and go back to the back spot and see how that looks. I'm gonna have to do better, figure something out about controlling some of this stuff though. And I sprayed, there was glyphosate in the tank when I put down the first Plot Doctor application. Don't know if it wasn't strong enough or just doesn't target these particular plants. I am hoping as it gets colder they will die, and then I can maybe get control of them in the spring. Over the winter, spray them down, keep them down, and then spring make sure they don't come back. I don't know what they are. Yeah, it looks okay over in here. All right, well, I'll say not bad for 2 weeks. Not bad for 2 weeks. So I have to stop, but let me drive on back. I'm gonna drive on back to the other spot, see how she looks, and catch up with you guys in a few. Okay, and this is the side I was worried about. Well, looks like the oats did fairly well. Again, it's wow, big old bug. It's night and day. Lots of green in here compared to before. Again, right there in the middle, it's kind of a dead spot. Not sure what's going on. I'll hit it with rye. Maybe some rye will come through there, but same, man. I guess looking at it, I guess those are my radishes and those are my oats. Doesn't look like a whole bunch of like browsing activity. I guess I see some clovers down in there. Yeah, that's chicory. I don't know, but so there's not. I don't think there's a super high deer density here anyway. So I'm not surprised that it's not like doesn't look like it's been hit super hard. I don't think there's a ton of deer here. Maybe they're somewhere close enough to where they will ultimately find it and do me a favor and come in here and start to hit it. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just glad it's green and it seems to be growing. So I will definitely hit this side with the rye and spray it down. Some more lime, and then the foliar and the calcium. And I'll put so you can see, I'll put my soil samples, the results up there. Man, yes, I came in here and sprayed and it didn't do much. Maybe I need to adjust the glyphosate ratio or something, but a lot of the stuff that I was hoping to get rid of is still in there. Yeah, those look like clover, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go down here to onto the other side. Again, a lot of seeds. A lot of seeds still on the surface. So is that a seed to soil contact thing or what? Because I came through, I thought I drug it pretty good, and it looks like a decent amount came up. Same over here. Bare. A lot of seeds still just kind of out there, so I don't know. I really want this to do something. I'll figure it out. Lots of green back here. Looks okay. Yeah, I mean, I got a pretty good idea why nothing's in here. It's a ton of mulch material still down there, so that I think that's probably going to be a long-lasting challenge until I'm able to kind of get all of that out. Surprisingly, when I drug through it just to kind of rough up the soil, I'm actually a little surprised it did as well as it did, and was able to get enough a decent amount of seed down there. All right, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is just bag spread with my over-the-shoulder spreader right in here. You know, probably hit the bare areas really hard, and then come back in, spray it down with the Plot Doctor mixture, fix these cameras, and then go back and do the same for that first plot. So stay tuned. I guess it's time to stop admiring the work and actually get to work. So that is what's on tap. So appreciate you all hanging with me. Stay tuned, and we are going to get it done. Oh, actually, I want to take a look at where this this licking branch and this mock scrape. Yeah, so this is the scrape that's currently up and dead, completely dead. And this is the camera that's on it. And from this camera, I can see right behind this tree, back into here, where that tree is where they seem to be coming in and out of this plot. So what I'm thinking is that I will reposition that scrape. Yeah, there's a couple. So there's a little bit of traffic, a couple tracks in here. So I will reposition that scrape probably right here to this tree, Because I think this, yeah, I think that area right through there, that's the trail that they're using, or right here. But either way, I think I'll put that scrape, just move it down from here to here. And that should be good. And I can put the camera probably, the tree that the scrape is on, I can put the camera there, or I can clear some of that off and put the camera there. But either way, I think this is a much better location. So, all right, enough talking. Time to get to work. Thankfully, it's cloudy, overcast, not too hot. Kind of warm, but not like it was when I was here the first time. So let me get to this, and I will catch up with you guys in a few. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the plot doctor mixed up. I got the liquid lime, the foliar spray, and the calcium. And I'm gonna hit both sides with it. And I know it says to mix it into a slurry and take out all the screens. I actually had pretty good luck last time. What I do is just pour it in with my water, and then I take my drill and use this paint mixer and get it all mixed up in there. So probably just worked last time just fine. So I'll just keep at it. As you can see, I had a minor mishap with my rye seed. Lost probably about 2 or 3 pounds. The gate on the spreader was caught open, so as I'm pouring rye seed into the spreader, it's pouring out onto the tailgate of the Ranger. So touche. Okay, let me get this thing hooked up. Just fine. Now, probably the hardest part of it all is getting down here to hook this doggone sprayer up. And it calls for 10 to 15 gallons. Last time I mixed it with 20 gallon sprayer here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it the same. So I will put some water in here just so that the chemicals have something to kind of sit in, and then I'll fill it all the way back up with water to finish. Mix it up real good. These containers, lifesavers. They are 5.3 gallons a piece, and I've got 8 of them. So anything I need to do with water, instead of trying to fill up a tank and carry it full, I'll fill my jugs up and throw them in the Ranger, all 8 of them. Throw them in the Ranger, and then once I get to the field, whatever it is I need to fill up, or whatever it is I'm working with, I just hook it up and get it done. So those Amazon work really well. So the soil sample, as you saw, if you haven't seen, if I haven't put it up yet, as you will see, I started at 4.72, and I did a bunch of work, made some adjustments, and the most recent soil sample, which is just a few weeks old, had this side 5.6. I can't remember, but they were 5.6 and 5.8, which is a really good step up from 4.7, but still a significant ways to go. And so since the results of that soil sample, I've done 1 application of this liquid lime. So this will be my second. So 5.8 to, you know, we'll see where it gets me. 5.6 to, we'll see where it gets me, and kind of go from there. I am still applying pelletized lime though, right? So I'm not depending completely on liquid lime. I'm kind of using liquid lime to kind of get me to a certain point quickly, and then I'm still putting in, you know, a few hundred pounds at a time of the pelletized lime for the longevity, right? I think everybody's probably in agreement that the liquid lime and stuff like this is not going to be the long-term solution, but to kind of get me where I want to be, or in the ballpark of where I want to be relatively quickly, I can use this and then keep using the pelletized lime, you know, incorporating that to get me, once I get to where I want to be, to keep me there for a longer period of time. And then eventually, you know, if I can get enough stuff growing in here and get it good enough, you know, hopefully the limings and the fertilizings will be fewer and far between. So that's the goal. We will see how it shakes out. We will see. I think it'll probably take one more. That's 15. Looks to be still a little bit thick. Go ahead and just top it off. And these applications are These application rates are based on a half acre, right? So this size liquid lime, the calcium and foliar, those are, you know, half acre increments that the bottles are in, I guess. So I'm just under a half acre on both sides. Actually, no, I'm at just under half acre on one side and just over a half acre on the other. So I'll just 18, 20 gallons, and then give it a good mix again and get the show on the road. Looks to be all set. Coverage looks pretty good, so off to the races. Let's do it. All right, everybody. So that is a wrap. We got everything finished. Everything packed back up. Wasn't too bad. It's probably, I don't know, mid 80s, pretty sunny. Just wish I could get some rain. Looks like there's some in the forecast. I think a 40, 50, 60% chance or something like that on Thursday and Friday. So about a week from now. But who knows? Maybe get a pop-up shower or two. But got all the seed down. Got the plot doctor down. Got the 2 of the 3 scrapes. I'm gonna fix the 3rd scrape on the way out, switch out the camera there, switch out the camera at my gate, and then I am completely done. And supposed to be some cool weather coming in tonight. We'll be curious to see if there's any traffic in here, any activity. I know I've left a lot of scent. Usually about 2 days later is when they start to come back through. But then again, you know, I've had a couple times I've been in here doing stuff, and that night they were in here. So I'll be curious to see what these new Moultries, they pick anything up tonight, if there's any activity tonight, tomorrow night, even tomorrow during the day if it gets cool overnight tonight. So we shall see. Thanks for tuning in. As always, comments, likes, questions, suggestions, all that stuff, I am totally up for it. And we will check you all out on the next episode. Later.